Oh, welcome into our store. Thank you so much for being here. May I assist you with anything today? Doing a little bit of browsing, maybe some gifts as well. Some things for you, maybe, I hope. Okay, well, you're absolutely in the right place if you're looking for some special treats. If you have a little bit of time, I would be very happy to go over some of our treats with you, and you can check out anything from the store and I can give you a little bit more information about it. I know they are a little bit more obscure, so it's nice to have a little bit of background on them sometimes, I think. And we can even do a little bit of sampling. We like to have one open of everything so that you can try some things out and make sure that it's a good fit for you. How does that sound? You'd like to? Okay. Oh, wonderful. I'm always so excited when we can do this together. That's the fun of the job. So let me tell you a little bit about our store. So we carry candy and delicious bonbons and treats and snack foods and even some drinks from many, many different countries across the world. I think we have something from probably every different continent, which is fun, except for Antarctica, of course. That would be a little unique, wouldn't it? So we have things to suit all different palates, and whether you're looking for something salty or sweet, or to eat or to drink. Did you have any thoughts on what you might be looking for at all? Not so much, pretty open. Okay, I'll go ahead and grab us some things. Okay, why don't we begin with this here? And it comes in this really nice decorative case, which is just lovely. I'll bring it a little bit closer to you. So, these are called Scottish Ling Heather Honey Biscuits. And you can see they have little honeybees and honeycomb decorated all along the container. And this is a product of England, which is why they're called biscuits. Of course, here in the States we would call it a cookie. So yes, you get to keep this really nice decorative case with you, and it's actually really nice for storing other cookies afterwards, or other biscuits, or for putting spaghetti or pasta in, and so it's kind of reusable in that way. And so they're basically something like a shortbread-ish type of cookie. They're not shortbread, but kind of a buttery, flaky cookie that has kind of that shortbread-esque nature. But you can definitely taste the honey. It's got that really nice honey sweetness. And they are very light, which is why they're lovely just on their own, or with tea, or maybe hot cocoa or coffee. So when you think about something like this, do you tend to be kind of a butter cookie type of person, or not as much? This could be a lovely gift indeed. It is really stunning, isn't it? I think this would be a beautiful gift. You can see the florals. And they are really tasty, trust me. Would you like to try any of them? No need for these ones. Sure, you want to save yourself for some of the other things, but would you like to pick this one up as a gift? Okay, absolutely. I'll go ahead and set this to the side, and let me make a note just in our computer. I'll start bringing you up as we go. That way it will be nice and efficient for you, since I know this is a bit of a process, isn't it? Okay, perfect. Here, I'll just set it down. And then I'll go ahead and enter that. Okay, all set on that one. Alright, so moving on to our next items. Let me check with you. We do have some teas featured right now. Let's see. I believe they are all from English brands. England, it makes sense. They love their tea there. Is that something that you would be interested in trying? Okay. This is a really special one if you'd like as a gift. This is from a flowering tea brand, as you can see. Really neat. So these teas, as you can see from the picture, it does just that. It flowers, and it is really fun. And you can see it's like a little flower. Yeah, right. Now notice that it just blooms. What are your thoughts on something like that? Either for yourself or as a gift. You certainly want to be a tea drinker to be enjoying this. Of course, it's beautiful either way, but you would want the person to enjoy a tea. This seems like a great gift to you as well. They would pair really nicely together, in fact. Okay, well, I'll set this one to the side then. And ring that one up as well for you. Okay. Great start. Any other teas that you'd like to look into? We have the English tea shop, our super berry flavor, or we have a apple crumb style tea, like an apple strudel flavor. I think you're okay on teas for now. Absolutely makes sense. Perfect. Okay, well, getting back to the treats then. Why don't we next go ahead and take a look at perhaps some of our Japanese treats. Would you be interested in some treats from Japan? Oh, that would be exciting for you. Okay. Have you been? Okay. I hear it's a really lovely place to be. And of course I can tell from the treats that there are some really nice things there. So let's get started. How about first some Pocky? This is a really fun one because a lot of people are familiar with Pocky, even if they aren't familiar so much with Japanese treats. You've heard of it. So, this flavor is a really fun, unique one. Often we see the chocolate and the strawberry, maybe matcha even. But this one is almond crush chocolate cream covered biscuit snacks. These are called biscuits as well. Can you believe it? Do you think you'd like to try one of these? Maybe sample it? Sure. Let's see. Here, why don't you go ahead and you can get into the box and give it a little try. What do you think? You enjoyed that one? Okay. Do you think you'd like to take this with you? Or you want to maybe think about it? Think about this one for a moment. Sure, delicious, but there's so many things to try, you're not quite sure which you'd like to go with. Shall I put it to the side for a bit of further consideration? Okay, will do. I'll just put it down for us here. Moving on. We have a drink here, actually. And I have had a lot of these before, and they are honestly delicious. So this is a Japanese soda. Ramoon. I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest. But it's a carbonated soft drink, and it's very fun because you can see it's clear. It actually looks just like water, but when you open it up, it gets nice and carbonated. You can see it is 200 milliliters, and it's super fun because it has a little marble inside of it. And you take this little lid off, and then you pop the marble to open the drink. And then the marble sits right in here. So, this drink, what exactly does it taste like? It tastes a little bit different from a Sprite or a 7-Up or something like that. It has a little bit more of a candy taste to it, in a way, to me at least. Kind of like if you had a Sprite, or even maybe a sparkling water, but a little sweeter, and then you added a little bit of Smarties flavor to it. That's what I would describe this as. Yeah. Not so sure about a drink right now. Fair enough. You're in the more food scene. Absolutely. I'll put it back for us. This is really fun and a bit of an activity, and also a candy. So, this one is called Poppin' Cookin'. How cute is that? And so it's actually a Japanese product, and it's a little candy making set. Here you can see. And so you can see there's instructions on the back, and what's nice is sometimes the instructions come just in Japanese, but in this case we have some English instructions as well. And so you can see you take it from a little powder and you stir it up, and then they have different molds for you to make things. This happens to be a little ice cream and cake type of set, but there are all different types, and it's really fun to do, both for kids and adults, I think. I agree, this seems like a really nice gift as well. Maybe something that even you'd like to try out, who knows? You'll definitely take one of these. Okay, the gifts are going well today. I'll ring that up for us. Okay, let's see. The Poppin' Cookin'. Another Japanese snack. Lovely. Okay, that one's all set. Now we have some American candies coming up. Yes, of course, typical, however, a little bit unique still. So first, we have some candy cane sandwich cookies, kind of like an Oreo, but with candy cane in the center, and a vanilla cookie on the outside. Is that something that you're interested in taking a look at? Maybe a little too sweet for you, sure. Yeah, you're not so much on the filled cookies. Fair enough, to each their own, of course. We also have some really fun lollipops. So these are Tutti Frutti flavored lollipops, and they are made right here in the US, and they're actually made small batch and hand pulled by a candy maker who we have a relationship with, and they make really delicious lollipops. And although it might be, I don't know, maybe a little too sweet for you if you're not sure about the cookies, or maybe not, maybe lollipops. Lollipops are okay. But also as something to give to a child might be really nice, or just to enjoy as kind of eating as a fun summer treat. it's amazing. Have you actually seen any videos of people hand pulling lollipops and candy? It's really interesting. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a very neat thing to see. Okay, and then next, those are the candy cane cookies there. And then these are some sour strawberry rolls. They're actually from the company called Joyride, which I believe is a YouTube influencer brand. So it's not a huge bag. There's 3 servings per bag, but they're really a fun product because they have less sugar. It says 6 grams of sugar. Let's see, is that per serving? Yes, that's per serving. So not per bag, but it's only 6 grams of sugar per serving. It's really amazing. So that way, perhaps it's a little bit easier on the tummy if you're trying to cut down on sugar a little bit. And they're made with I don't know about just, let's see, this is no fake junk. I believe they're made with largely fruit and natural ingredients, rather than lots of, I don't want to say chemicals because lots of things are chemicals, but maybe really manufactured, processed items that are maybe a little bit less healthy for us. This has a little bit of a health benefit, and I mean, you're still eating candy, of course, so, but it shares with us 6 grams of sugar per serving, plant-based, no fake junk, no synthetic colors, so that's kind of a nice thing if you're trying to avoid that. And it has some prebiotic fiber for gut health and is keto-friendly. So yeah, they're naturally flavored. And of course you can see they're a little similar to something else, maybe kind of a dupe. Maybe think about these ones. Okay, gotcha. I'll put them back. Okay. Okay, and then would you like to look at some of our salty, savory treats rather than just candy and things? You would? Okay, wonderful. Let's do it. Okay, so let's start out with this right here. This is really interesting. It's something that I think not as many people are familiar with. You can hear the crunch in there. So, this is a Korean snack, actually. And it says Korean cracker, and it's apostrophe 88, maybe 1988. Seoul tteokbokki snack. Tteokbokki, maybe. I don't know exactly on the pronunciations, and that is my fault. I should be better. Not always the best with pronouncing. But so, typically, this is not a tteokbokki or tteokbokki. It's typically not a snack exactly. It's more of it's called a rice cake, but it looks a little bit more like a filled penne pasta or like a big gnocchi, and so it kind of looks like this shape, but it's a little bit more like pasta rice cake, but like chewy, not like a rice cracker, or like potato gnocchi, but in rice form, basically. And it goes with a particular sauce. There's this standard kind, and there's also a rosé kind that's a little bit more pink. And it's really delicious and a little bit spicy. And so I think our tteokbokki snack would be similar to that, a little bit spicy. So we'd have to make sure that you're okay with a bit of spice. Sure, maybe you'd like to try this one to see if you're all right with it. See if it's a bit too spicy for you. Okay, so why not I'll put it over here for you to try. And you can just taste it at your convenience. What do you think about that one? It is a little bit spicy, isn't it? Sure. Okay, not so sure about that one then. Fair enough. Well, then perhaps something that you may not be as interested in then if you're not so much into spice is we have one more American snack here featured this month, and they are the spicy dill pickle goldfish. So if not for you, then no worries. You have someone who might be interested in your life. Okay, sure. So yeah, this I think is a brand new flavor for them. I have not seen it in stores before, and so that's kind of a fun thing that we get sometimes, the new fun crazy things, because we're a bit of a specialty store. So this is kind of a big deal. Can you deal with it? So, what are your thoughts on this one? You have someone in mind for it. Okay, wonderful. And I'll put it to the side for us. And we'll ring that up as well. This baby dill goldfish. Yeah, maybe they'll let you try one and you can see if it's a little too spicy or if it's okay. Okay, and then our last product that I thought I'd share is this is a Mexican product from the brand Diana, and they're elotitos. And so these are crunchy corn bits. These are also spicy though, my apologies. I thought they were just regular cheese. It does say spicy cheese covered fried corn kernels. This may be something you're not as sure about. Interested in hearing about it still? Okay. Sure, you like a little spice, it just can't go too far. Okay. Well, this says, since 1951, families have preferred Diana's quality and unique portfolio of sweet and salty snacks. The spicy corn bits are delicious corn kernels covered with spicy cheese. Yeah, cheesy snacks are yummy. And so it has corn, vegetable oil, cheese seasoning, milk, canola oil, cheddar cheese, blue cheese flavor, salt, tomato powder, and just some various extra bits like, those things were lactic and citric acid, things like that. This bag is 4.05 ounces, 115 grams. Like to try it? Okay. Here you go. Go ahead and have a taste and let me know what you think. What are you thinking on this one? Sure, that makes sense. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. And anything else that you wanted to take another look back on? Would you like to take a look back on the Pocky? You're good with what you have. Okay. Well, yes, we've got the honey cookies, the blooming tea, the poppin' cookin', the spicy dill pickle goldfish, and the hand-pulled lollipop. Oh, you would like to go with the Pocky after all? Sure. Yes, you realized that it was mostly gifts and no sweet treats for you. That makes sense. Oh, I'm sure that you enjoyed this then just for you as a lovely reward for all the gifting that you've done. And how kind of you to get such fun treats for your friends and family for their gifts. Okay, well, I'll add this up to the total then. Okay, Pocky. Perfect. Okay. from the store that you'd like me to show you, or that you'd like some help with? You've got enough for today. I think that makes sense. Well, I'm so glad to hear that this was helpful to you. We would love to have you again, and we do new features every single month, so maybe there'll be some new exciting things for you to try then. Okay, perfect. Well, we will see you soon then. And why don't I'll go ahead and get these things all bagged up for you, and we can take your payment, and then we'll have you on your way, okay? Would you like me to gift wrap any of these items? You'll put them with some other things as well. Okay, absolutely. Well, thank you again for coming in,